Hello viewers, welcome to our timeless oracle reading. Our oracle card for today is entitled Communication. It is from the Cosmic Reading Cards, okay? And this is very interesting. When you are in the city, with all the sounds of the city, usually the sound of nature is sort of overlooked because the sound of the busy streets, preoccupations of the people, they tend to drown the sound of nature. However, when you go to the peripheries, when you go to out of the cities and go to closer to nature, then the sound of nature come alive and you start to appreciate them. So there's something to do when we need to communicate with the inner world, when we need to listen to the messages from the universe. We need to go to a quiet place where we could listen to. But the beautiful thing about it also is, amidst the sounds of nature, there are certain sounds that attract our attention, and some of them even make us shiver to the bones, okay? And one of this is the howl of the wolf. In the stillness of the night, when a wolf howls, it attracts attention. It touches you, and for some of us, even makes our hair stand. No, I feel that it is the same with this card. You see here in this card, you see a wolf howling to a person here, and the person is looking at it. You see the person with a well-developed third eye chakra and energies emanating through her hair. And at the same time, she has a dream catcher. She has sort of like feathers here, but for me, I kind of look at it as a dream catcher. When she goes to sleep, she has this dream catcher so that she will be able to retain her dreams, and that she will be able to retain the messages that the universe tells her. When I look at this one, no, I look at this as a person looking at a portal. You know this scrying mirror? When you look at the scrying mirror, it is a portal to the inner world. I feel that it's like this one here in this image. It's like a person looking at a scrying mirror, which is a portal to the inner world. It can be also that this woman, because when you look at it, it's like a fish eye lens. No? So it could be also that this woman is looking at a crystal ball. And as she is looking at the crystal ball, she is able to see and listen to the inner world, to the spirit world. And it's as if that the spirit world also can see her through the portal. It's as if what we are looking at now is it's like the point of view of the spirit world towards the outer world where we live. So it's like the inner world can see also the woman who is using her third eye, her intuition, in order to journey inwards. And it seems that the inner world is talking to the woman through the symbolism of this wolf who is howling. The howling of the wolf for me symbolizes those messages from the universe that touches the heart, those things that attract our attention. If the universe wants us to learn something, they will find ways to attract our attention. They will touch us to the heart. They will catch our attention. It can be a dream that is so significant that we will remember the dream. Sometimes the dream we do not remember, but we still receive them. They are in our subconscious mind. Maybe these are messages for our subconscious mind, and maybe they will surface in the future when we are ready. But oftentimes, the universe sends us messages that attaches or attracts our attention. And for me, it's like the howling of the wolf. The howling of the wolf from the inner world touches us, catches our attention, and we learn to listen. And as we constantly learn to listen, we develop also our intuition, and our third eye chakra opens. So this is what I see here. No? So it's like a woman who is looking into a crystal ball or any form of a portal that brings her in touch with the inner world. And at the same time, this one symbolizes also her constant awareness of her dreams, her constant effort to listen to her dreams in order to also listen to the messages from the universe. And the darkness around her with the stars, for me, symbolizes the mystery of the inner world. And the stars are the little touches that the universe gives us in order to guide us to the right way. Now let us try to read the handbook that goes with this card. Communication. Okay. To be truly heard, one needs to practice the art of listening. So see, we need to listen. From the author, this is from the author, Nari, Anastarsia. Okay, so we need to listen. This card has been revealed to you today to acknowledge the voice inside you that wishes to be heard and acknowledged. The wolf that is howling. One of the biggest lessons we can learn in this lifetime is effective communication. Communication that is clear and that does not assume that others can read our minds. Working both ways, the art of listening also involves being patient and open to the ideas of others. Dear one, at times you don't feel as though you are being truly listened to. This can cause frustration. So this is communication with others. Agitation and a stagnant whirlpool of energy to build within you. This frustration can sometimes cause you to be indirect, insensitive, and snappy. This energy of frustration and insensitivity then gets passed back to the ones who did not effectively listen the first time around and is usually received as a personal attack. This energy only encourages them to continue not to listen with even more resistance and defiance. This cycle of energy being thrown back and forth continues and becomes more vicious, intolerable, and heartbreaking. Most often, either or both parties will search elsewhere for an empathic ear to simply listen. It is time to take the reins and break free from these energetic, emotional mind games. Communicate truthfully about how you feel and express calmly with love what needs to be said. Give the other party an opportunity to also express their feelings truthfully and allow them to speak freely without interruptions or resistance. The more you practice this art of listening with love, the more you will find others eager to hear what you have to say. You will then go from a place of not being heard to a place of being heard by many. Affirmation. I am humbled and patient in knowing that to be truly heard, I must first truly listen. Associated chakras, the solar plexus chakra and the throat chakra. Okay, solar plexus because it's inner power, and the throat chakra allows us to communicate. So the power within. So somehow our interior journey allows us to teaches us how to listen, because most of the time if we do not listen, then it is hard for us to get the message from the universe. And when we learn to listen more, the more we spend time in solitude and contemplation, somehow that habit overflows to our relationship with other people. It also teaches us to listen to others. Because when you are constantly receiving messages from the universe, you become aware also that sometimes the universe speaks to us through the words and sentences being given to us by other people around us. Even what we hear around us in the environment, in nature, this can be messages from the universe. And so it teaches us to listen. If we are constantly desiring to listen the messages from the universe, we realize that we need to listen also to other people, because sometimes the universe speaks to us through the people that we meet. Sometimes we have this ordinary conversation with people, and then suddenly this person mentions a number that you have been constantly hearing the whole day, like for example number 7. Then maybe, oh, maybe the universe has a meaning for it. So you tend to listen to other people, you tend to be in the receptive mood. And I think this is the most important thing. When you're constantly contemplating, you are always in this receptive mode. And when you're in the receptive mode, people are drawn to you because they know that you will listen to them. And you listen also to them because you are always waiting for the universe to give you signs. So sometimes it can be a short phrase from one person, and then another phrase from another person. And then they touch you into the heart, and then when you put them together, you realize that it is already a message from the universe. So yes, the most important thing in the beginning of conversation is to first listen. Oftentimes there is this tendency, which I am also guilty, is that yes, we listen to the people who is speaking, but because we are listening, while we are listening, we are already formulating the response that we're going to give. And so it sometimes leads us to miss the real message that we are supposed to receive. So sometimes it's good to be just in the receptive mood, to listen, and allow them to speak. I know it's not easy. I am also struggling with that because sometimes I immediately bubble with a lot of inspiration. I want to share it, and I want to cut off. I am tempted to cut off the person who is sharing, but I have to teach myself to listen patiently, and to allow the universe to teach me through the people that I listen to. Well, that's it for now. I hope that this reading, Timeless Oracle reading, has been helpful to you. Until next time, have a great day.